Welcome to what will be the penultimate video in this series where we are building up a transport empire in Transport Fever 2. In the last part we did the road connections to Polegate, and at the end of that video I created a materials line through to Bury. I mean, we are getting a few materials coming into there. I think Polegate's doing a little bit better. It's probably going to take a little while for these lines to settle down. The other thing I also put in was a food line, which is effectively collecting food from this area here and bringing it to Polegate. And what I actually did is I put in a fishery here to feed some fish back into this area here. And hopefully over time what would happen is that the line that delivers the meat to Lee will also bring back food, which will then be shipped to Polegate. So things are looking pretty good now. So what I want to do in this video is just go through the different transport lines, see if there's any problems, brush up and try and optimize things. I'm having to accept that the map is so crowded now that the lag is getting very bad, so I can't zoom in very close. You can see, oh wow, we've got a great big pile of food here. And what's this? Lee local food, and it's coming up to here. I mean, why are you not really shipping the food? Let's just kind of manage these vehicles, and I think we'll just upgrade this to our favorite eco trucks. I mean, it could be part of the problem here is we got a lot of food in this area here as well. So what you got, the machines. I think what's actually happening is that the machines are bringing the food to here, and where would we send the food onto? Interesting. So it's almost like there's food being pulled down into here. In fact, there seems to be two lines here. Let's have a look. Why is that kind of wandering up to there and back to there? Let's have a look at the food distribution here. I get the impression, I'm not exactly too sure why I'm bringing you into here. Because that is going up to there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take out the food and mail, because I think that's just distorting the problem. That would get rid of all that food that was accumulating in here going nowhere. Yeah, I think that was a mistake on my part there, and this is the type of thing I want to look into in this video. So we're going to go through the various lines and see who's got problems, who's overloaded, who's losing vast sums of money. I mean, I'm fairly happy. I mean, some of these lines aren't 100% profitable, but at the same time they are profitable in their own way. We got Beardsley to Hornsey here, which probably could do with let's have a look. I mean, got a pretty old bus line here, so I think what we could do here is just convert this to eco buses. And probably what we could do is actually, I can find the route again, sorry about this. There's the trucks. Got a lot of dirty old trucks here. What we could probably do is get rid of, maybe I should have done this before I actually did, reduce the number of vehicles on this route, because I don't think they're actually carrying that many. Yeah, 9 out of 17 is probably okay. Let's just have a look at these trucks here. Again, Hornsey food. Where are you bringing the food into? Park Lane Road there. Let's check the coverage, because sometimes when you're not getting proper distribution, yeah, I mean, we're probably, yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of an edge there. I think what we'll probably need to do is get into here, and I'm going to upgrade these trucks, make them into eco trucks. And this actually comes all the way up into there, and Fonzie food you're not really covering completely now. So as part of me says, but I never pop off, say about here. And what we're going to have to do is maybe put a, there's the food depot there, and that's got rail food. And I think what we'll do is we'll put in a couple of waypoints here. We'll just put a route from Fonzie food to here. And then round to there. And then we'll bring you back to here and get that. We can click on it, and then that would mean that the trucks coming through here will be there. So I think we need to change the color so we can see the difference. And I'm just going to assign some, get some of my eco trucks. And I'm going to assign you to the new line. I can find it. Line 1. Just name it properly. 30 T. I'll call this Fonzie food 2. I'm down to 30. And we'll just get some more food running into this area here. So that's okay. Let's get back to looking at trucks. In fact, probably this is what we will do, is we'll have a look at the bus routes and what we got here. Fonzie food. Oh, that's still rolling. Probably this is probably not the best way to do it. Let's just. So we've got that food line running. Hopefully that will start to put things out here. Who are you? Fonzie rail food. Okay. Now convert you to. I mean, you've got pretty ancient trucks in here. A lot of trucks running around here. Fonzie meat. You probably need replacing as well. Whoops. So I'm just gonna get in here. I mean, what are these? These are MailAnd trucks. I think we can just go with tarpaulin trucks here because they're not actually going into the city. So. There's Fonzie meat dropping off there. Let's have a look at our vehicles. Wow, that took a long time to come in. Let's just gonna have a look at. Alright, we're filtered by trucks and age. So we got some trucks here, 334 years old. Wow. We got some seriously old trucks here. We're just gonna. This is Dawlish logs. I mean, these have been quite happily chunging away, doing their job in their own unique way. And I mean, the line's made quite a nice steady profit. But what are these? Yeah, I mean, these are Mack trucks. I suppose. I mean, they don't actually affect Dawlish from an emissions point of view. Let's just have a quick check. I don't know, they're causing a little bit of emission, so maybe we'll just upgrade these as well. Okay, now dump truck doesn't carry wood. I think we'll just replace them with this. I mean, you've got a capacity of 16. What's the issues? You've got 18. You've got 14. I mean, I don't really want to use these big trucks because it's only a really short route. I think we can just replace those. I mean, the route's so short, I can't see the point of trying to optimize it, to be honest. So we got Hornsey Stone. This is again one of my original lines, and this could probably do with some. Wow. And I'm not. So this is the delivery point here. I mean. I think what we could do is change this route a little bit so that it doesn't come into here. So again, we're just going to try and optimize this up a little bit, and what we'll do is we'll just come in here, buildings. I think we'll just put a little drop-in truck there, finish line, and we'll take away the annex. Out the annex like that. And what we probably could do here is just up here. Maybe we'll just optimize this road up a little bit, make it a little bit quicker, like that. Then why are you coming up here? Oh, you just got yourself lost a little bit. And I think what we will do is we get rid of about 5 of these, sell them off, reduce down to 10. Oops. And then I think what we'll do is replace you with, you don't move stone. Okay. And of course we have the traffic lights here, which is going to cause problems. I think I can fix that. Come here. Configure. See if this will do the business. And you can come there. Does that change the route? Nope, it has not. Okay. Get rid of that, and I think we can just remove this. It was a waste of time. In the stone factory here, I think we got a bit of a bottleneck here. Let's see, and we got way too much junk here in this area on New Mountain Waste and Tools. And it's just New Mountain exit. You're delivering into there. I think we're going to change you so that you only pick up materials. I think you're just picking up way too much junk here. I'm just gonna just take a look at the materials layout here. I've got a horrible feeling that we're not getting anywhere near the level of coverage that I should be getting. Materials, train. So you're actually coming into here. So you're spreading down to about there. Fine. And the coverage is there, just I think we just need some better trucks here, I think, that will pick up the... Okay, let's just replace you all with the eco trucks. I mean, these are Ben's tarpaulin trucks. I mean, they've been around for a very long time. Okay, I'm just going to replace you with eco trucks. Why are you not picking up? And these guys are starting to pick up what they need. We've got materials on this side. We got tools on this side. Manage the line here. And Normanton Annex. And I think your job is going to be to pick up tools. To start. Tools and waste. And then that should start to, but I mean, not that this is going to be producing that many tools, so in some ways it's a little bit redundant, that line. It was one of our key industries that got Normanton up and running. I mean, still got no goods in Normanton, but there's not much we can do about that. I don't really want to start adding new lines in at the moment. I mean, the mail processing here has never been brilliant, but if I go back over to Wooler, I mean, we've got a reasonable amount of mail being moved here. I don't know how we're doing for waste. I think the key lesson learnt from this is that to really make money and get good lines for waste and mail, you've got to have a really big city like Wooler, which has got a population over 2,000. You're talking 1,600, 1,700 before waste and mail really becomes a viable option. Anyway, let's get back to looking at how bad. Here we got. Let's have a look at Penrith grain. Wow. I think this one we can just replace with tarpaulin trucks. So they just go a little bit quicker. I don't think we really need. Actually, where's the line here? Okay, maybe what we'll do is we'll come here. Got 7 vehicles. Let's just go for the. I mean, there's no point getting 100 km/h. I think I'm probably just being a bit more inclined to just put some extra trucks on here. Put 11 on here for the moment. Because I think the big trucks would just be cumbersome and in the way. And I've got the bug again. Okay, so back to here. We've got 258 years, 138 years. I mean, most of these lines are all making money. It's about who's losing money. It's all our more modern trucks that are actually losing the money. What we got here? We got Lee Machines. Let's just take a look at Lee Materials. We still have the. We're still bringing down the goods from here. It's just that we're not getting really large quantities of. Let's have a look at this line. Why are we got? Let's see what we got here. We got maximum production here. We've got maximum output here. I've got a feeling that this is not really putting out what I need for a materials factory anymore. So it needs extra stone coming in here just to push up production. So we got all these, yeah. I mean, we're getting materials pushing in here along with goods, so it's not like it's not being shipped. It's just that probably it's not really min-maxing. It's like this is the train to yearly materials. Why are you split 50-50? Let's just have a look at the vehicle here. You've actually got. Let's see what you're picking up. I mean, is this train in the right configuration? This is the type of thing you need to do once you get to certain points in the game. So you're actually picking up. You are actually carrying both, and I mean, you're getting a fair amount in here. So you're shifting goods and materials down to Lee on C here. So and why are you waiting so long? Have a quick look at the signals on this line. I think signals are a bit broken on this line, I think, which might be part of the reason why there's been problems on this line. Go there. And let's have a quick check of oops, industry. Yeah, I mean, at the moment we only have the one delivery, which is Lee Materials here. So I think what we need to do is manage the line. We need to take you off of that. You just pick up materials. And then what we're going to need to do is get into here. The line coverage that we've got lots of little. Right, you don't have any coverage at all. Well, let's just see. If I bring you in, yeah, I think what we can do now is just create a line from here, and we're going to bring it into here, and we'll call you CR 32 T Lee and goods. Oops, I've done that. And do here, it's Lee goods, be on C, and the only thing I want you to pick up is goods. Of course, the next thing we have to do is put some eco trucks on the job. We get about 6 of them, and what's happening here? And then I think what we will do is just upgrade these. Actually, no, get rid of 2 of them, and then we'll just upgrade the rest to eco trucks as well. And what that means is we'll have materials one side, goods on the other side. That should then flow into that area there. And I mean, I could go on going through this here, looking at the age of all the trucks. I mean we're down to 310 years. We've got Hornsey grain and meat here, so we'll probably go and have a look at this. I mean, truthfully, a lot of these are my old supply routes. They're not causing any problems, and I can imagine what the emissions are like here, but there's no one actually living by. And I mean, in some ways, they're doing the job in their own slightly unique way. I mean, probably could do with maybe just upgrading these. I mean, I know there are ways that you can upgrade all the trucks, but personally, I prefer to go round and look at the routes. I know it takes a lot of time. And of course, I'm not going to show that in this series because I think probably everyone will be falling out their seats, sound asleep by the time that actually finishes. So I'm just kind of showing you the process. I think if you go through individually, you can actually start to get a feel for where the problems are, where things are going wrong. Let's have a quick look at the station statistics as well. While we're actually doing this, overload, very poor. I mean, a lot of these are effectively truck areas here. Smethwick airports. Good. Overload, very poor. When Bewdley branch is literally coal. Dawlish sidings. This could be an issue. Because we've got we've got quite a lot of on Smethwick tools. Let's just have a look at what we got flying here. We got a Boeing 737C. I don't think we can actually improve on that, to be honest. Cargo. I mean, we got. You can carry 20. You can carry 22. And we've got the Tupolev here with 3 compartments. We could replace that, but that's going to cost me 4 million. But I mean, that's 54. That's when you could argue that it'd be easier just to, if we replace with the bomb. Oops, wait for the auto save. We replace with a Bombardier and then use more aircraft. I mean, what's it? These cost 1.3 million to operate per year. Now, if we fly the Tupolevs, they carry that costs 4 million. So if I replace these 6 aircraft with Tupolevs, that would actually increase my. It would double my costs. So I could actually upgrade to here because these are actually cheaper. Oops. Oh, no. If we upgrade these to the replace these with the Bombardiers and then put an extra 3 on, that might actually be more cost effective than actually trying to put in the heavier aircraft that cost more. But anyway, only time will tell on that one. Got a lot of production in here and we're not transporting. That's because the airport's not transporting there. Okay, let's just have another look here. Bewdley North, Dawlish sidings. That should drop off quite quickly. Kirkby Stevens South. That's just purely oil. If I can show you that, and we've got loads of oil here, and we could probably solve that with some pretty old trains here. We've got 2 really old trains. So let me just check maintenance wise. Edit. So these are 224 long. I'd guess that this platform is 240. Yep, a little bit of a tight fit. So what we'll talk about is replacing this. This is a GeForce E6C, which is this one here. with low emissions. It's 160. Well, I'm not convinced I need to replace that. I mean, that's slightly. I mean, I think this G-Force C6 is probably good enough for the job, to be honest. Any question I've got is the tank cars, whether they're. But then again, this is not a fast line. So what's the point of putting the fast line? I think what I'm probably more inclined to do, let me just move that, is to put another, clone in another train on this line. Again, the emissions could be a bit of a problem because it's very, oops, it's affecting, but it's not that bad. I think if we get another train on this line running up and down, okay, looks like yeah, I think that will work. So right, let's just put down to here, overload. That's Dawlish sidings. That's air specific. Lower Petherton. Let's quick look at this one as well. Okay, looks like we might have a problem with our shipping lines. I thought I'd solve this. What are we shipping here? We've got using the Merlins at the moment, so let's see what. Wow, so this is the Merlin. This is a 252 2 compartment. That would be, that's 30. That's 32. Again, this is a. Again, my inclination is that maybe we just need to put an extra ship on here. Just to pick this extra load up and move it, rather than kind of replace the ships with something bigger. The line is making money. And I mean, most of the lines which are, the only one here, Smethwick Airport. Okay, let's look at the passenger line now. Okay, what are we flying on here? Let's have a look at the vehicles. We were flying 737-700s. Passenger. So we're flying here. You're carrying 33. Got the Bombardier, which is a 832. It's 2.9 million. Actually, the Bombardier carries more. Yeah, I think we'll replace these with the Bombardier. Again, I think we'll just drop in an extra aircraft there. What are you here? You're flying goods to Bewdley. What aircraft are we using on this one here? Let's just have a quick look. This is a Tupolev cargo. So we are actually using Tupolevs on this with 54 cargo. Is that actually making money? Yeah, well, they're all making money, so I can't see any point in messing with that. And we'll just keep everything moving. And I'm aware time is pushing on this video. I don't want to drag out too much. I'm just going to have a quick run round the passenger lines. Actually, let's have a quick look at trams. Find them. Yeah, I've never got completely on line with the trams. So there's 100 out of 100 here in Kirkby. I'm not seeing any. So we've got a little bit of overload up here. What we got here? Only 46 though. Kirkby local. Okay, maybe what we got here. We're running the Skodas. Again, I mean they're pretty efficient. I don't really want to. I mean, we could push to the Cobras, but again, my instinct is that maybe the number of people is growing in the city. So I think my instinct is just to put an extra tram on that. Because what's probably happening is that this area is getting busy. Let's just have a look at this. I mean, it's 25 out of 25, and we've got an empty one running behind. So, yeah, so what's happening is by the time it gets up to this stop, it's actually full. This is some, wow. Okay, what we got here? Maybe I do need bigger trams. Let's see how this goes. This is the station. We got off and everyone's jumping on. Okay. Kirkby Stevens. I mean, you're 1,000 population. Actually, I'm just wondering. Let's look. At the moment, the tram only goes one way. Maybe this is a good example of putting in. Oh, they're only on one side. Okay, delete the line. Yeah, I think this could be a good example of when you need to tram round the other way so that you get a two-dimensional flow, or two-directional flow, actually, not two-dimensional. I don't know why I said two-dimensional, but wow, the lag is getting pretty awesome, to be honest, at the moment. I'm just going to put one there. And just put another one just there. And we got one more station to put in. Yep. Now we can put the new line in. And we're going to run this way. Up to here. 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 And here. And you're going to be tram 34. What's this? Kirkby. Kirkby. Let's call it Kirkby 2. And how many trams have I got on Kirkby local 1? Got 5 on here. So we come into here and put 1, 2, 3, 4. Put you on Kirkby 2. And what that should do is people should be able to go in a bi-directional there. Okay, we've got some old trucks here. We're just going to upgrade these to eco trucks. Everything being delivered. And I think just to wind the video up, just going to have a quick more Skype round. I've actually just have a look at the large town sizes. So we've got a couple of towns which have never grown, like Dawlish. Polegate's improving. Wooler's done really well. Bury St Edmunds is on its way back to recovering from its initial bad start when it was the biggest city, and then it dropped away. Hornsey is good. Bovey Tracy. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cities with more than 1,000 population. Obviously, South Peverton has not benefited from getting any materials in it. I mean, we could probably find some way to put materials into it if I really wanted to. I mean, we got a marble mine there, but to get the marble mine working we would have to, and we got materials here, but this is pretty overloaded at the moment. No, it's not fully developed. It's probably not getting enough resources and demand. But we'd have to run a road all the way over to here, and it's probably easier, because this is one of the problems with this map, is that it's got very overly complicated, and things have got a little bit woven together. I mean, we could bring a road up. I mean, how's the materials here? I mean, this is going like a train, so, and we've got a road kind of skated over here. And what we could do is take a road off from there and come up to about there, and then where's the materials demand in? Got to be up on the wrong side, isn't it? Yeah, goes without saying. I mean, we do have an international airport there. I mean, could we drop in a cargo terminal there? But where would we get the materials from? Well, we could get them from here and fly them to there. I mean, that might be a quick way, a really quick fix to this. So we come into here, cargo terminal. Let's drop you in there and just create a route from Smithwick to here. And we'll call you Air 34, and we'll call you Petherton Materials, like that. And we'll just have to assign pretty cheap aircraft to it. Cargo. I mean, the Bombardiers are really cheap, so if we get about all of those and assign you to Petherton Materials, and then all we're going to need to do now is just put a, you're not actually connected to there, so in some ways that's good, because what we can do is sneak in this here, and then that would probably cover the whole of the city, and then we'll just drop a line from there to say that, and we'll call you CR 34 T Petherton Materials. I'll come there. We've got to find the depot. Of course, we're going to go eco trucks. We're just going to get in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll assign you to Petherton Materials. So what that will do is create demand. We'll fly the aircraft in to here. I mean, if this got congested, we'll put a second runway in. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.